this fucking game. I will... So I know Matt wanted to talk about how everyone feels regarding the final boss theme of this game. And I think we can talk about it after I'm done with the epilogue, and then like while we're doing the rest of the post-game shit. Here's a mug I haven't forgotten. You're the king now, ain't you? First time I saw you was the night before the royal funeral. If I recall, no offense, but you didn't exactly look like a prince. Think you'd go on to take down the notorious Luis and seize the crown for yourself. Couldn't make such a story up if I tried. Speaking of wild stories, can't you do something about Sunshade Row? You didn't even ask what. It's the people I'm worried about. They're struggling to put food on the table, you know? You're a good bloke, and I think you'll make a fine king, but don't you think you can just spruce up the place a bit, and that'll solve the problem? He doesn't mince words, but I'm glad he's being honest, at least. Okay, maybe we should talk to Hulkenberg. BP battery Seth build has been putting in work. Nice. Alright, hi Hulkenberg.
Now.
When you finish your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Only that, as the captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. Haven't been playing much besides Star Rail lately. Dude, I was grinding Star Rail. I still have not finished the fucking story. And I need to. I really need to. But grinding Pure Fiction was such a pain in the ass. I got it though. Protect Adele, get hit, and generate a bunch of BP, and then give it back to anyone who needs it. That's cool. The Sailor Jerry's protocol too early tonight. Okay, see, I watched your stream and I was like, he sounds drunk to me. I guess he was. Relax, Hulkenberg. You needn't be so serious, Hulkenberg. Lighten up, maybe? You mean to say I am too fussy? Well, 'tis only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard. To be overfamiliar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by I don't reflect on our travels. Now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so,
I never tire of the faces of the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as a witness to my duel. Brings back memories. Not only of my duel with Rodanth, but of the journey we undertook. You were the reason I could endure the fight to the end. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Rodanth's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people, and as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king. You do not make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just a king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion clear.
this I vow.
I will protect you with my life as I have always endeavored to do. Your Majesty, only let me stay by your side to do so.
What do you want to do?
There's still other people we can talk to, but do you want to go see Maria now? Oh, I'm just supposed to find Maria?
Let's go see. Hey?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we were going to go see Maria, and I imagine she has not changed even a little bit.
You're not serious.
That's the king. Oh, hey!
So, we meet
It's
again.
quite some time, hasn't it? Ever since the new king's reign, matters have changed a great deal for the tribe's teachings. I feel there have been more people who wish to learn of our teachings and culture, much like you once did before. I wish I could say we were free to worship as we please, but that's a dream still among the clouds for this moment. And yet, being able to dream dream it is evidence itself of progress. It is satisfying for now that more people are open-minded, like you. I'm kind of surprised the Mastari are still wearing their helmets, but I guess maybe that hasn't quite caught on yet.
This is all right.
I still can't believe it, no matter how many times I see it, the king walking out of the honeybee. The city's pretty much back to how it was compared to this time last year. If Luis had ended up king, who knows where it would be now? You would be dead, sir. There was that whole tournament nonsense. Nobody could keep their mouth shut while this was going on. Far as a damn fool like me was concerned, the lot of you might as well have just been telling the truth. You and Luis were just two sides of the same coin. Take no offense, will ya? Not like I can tell a lie from the truth if I tried. He's drunk. Basilio! It's the only one we haven't seen yet, my boy. The corpses and the people crouching next to them along Sunshade Road seem to have cleared out lately. A frightful thing, really. They seem terrified of something themselves. It makes me anxious to just look at them. I do hope they're feeling like themselves again. It'd be nice to think they found their happiness somewhere out there. Yeah, bass me boy. Oh, we have so many people to talk to.
Peace.
It's just too much.
He lived in a giant sandworm to research bugs. Oh, this guy. Quite right, and gold beetles from all over the kingdom as well. Insects are vital to understanding the essence of magic. Here I thought their only use was disgusting Martyrian cuisine. What a find. Say, what would you say to lending your wisdom to my shop? We can do business in the open now, thanks to the king. I'm gratified by the offer. Another supports my research. That's funny. I can't believe we got closure on the creepy bug guy. That's hilarious. Hello, Alonso. Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists, and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no? Oh, has it? I hadn't noticed. How kingly an answer. Never missing an opportunity to display how capable you are. Commendable. Have I spoken to Brigida yet? No, I just left the inn. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes they might benefit from the country's turmoil. You thought he died? I mean, so did we. But no, that was all a sham. Because he's a con artist. He conned us. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the Royal Adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope.
Hey.
Wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. There's no doubt in my mind. I hope so. I was such a problem child. I'd like to make this a country where honest folk like my mother can be
Now that you
happy.
mention it.
That reminds me, do you remember Deturum, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. Makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true, and that's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it. I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country is one, it's you. And I'm proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nydia can walk about freely in our true forms. Small Alonso is real! He is real! You're curious what I look like in your true form? Yes! I shall be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time. No! We need to see Small Alonso now! Come on! He's such a tease. That's... Come on. We need Small Alonso so bad.
This place
Hello.
has really
Your Majesty,
changed.
what are you doing in this wretched sinkhole of a... It may be better than it was before, but this is still Sunshade Road. It's no place for a king, Your Majesty. Fewer folks are hanging for nothing these days, but there's still no shortage of... I can't fucking talk. Shortage of knaves who will die at the end of a rope here. As long as there's injustice, there'll be people who think it gives them a free pass, which means there will be gallows. Last year changed a lot, big and small. I'll hold my post here, hoping that next year's better rather than
This
worse.
place
Is the
really
fucking gallows still here? It fucking is!
This place.
Last year they were so awful, but lately the gallows are hardly getting any use. Well, that's good, but they're still fucking here. I know, what an asshole. Being too short to cut off his head, I do think that is pretty funny. I wish we saw it, though. My boys.
Oh.
Look at him in his hat. He's so fancy. Well, I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A Ujif outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander? There was, of course, some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepted they've become, albeit gradually. They needn't look further than the outcast who became their king.
True.
Indeed, you face no shortage of persecution, and look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different, spread across all the tribes. I realized over the past year how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make.
However,
Yet he stands for those very people as a symbol and representative. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages.
Now that you mention
And just
it.
how is Tadari these days? He seems as busy as he can handle. Now that they've resumed trade with other villages, your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and even they could take the first step. New winds were blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. And someday, I hope the distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We have a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path towards it, Your Majesty. Aw, I love Heisme so much. That was one of the best parts of the game, Squid.
Yo.
Oh my gosh, he's wearing a turtleneck. Out inspecting again seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate going to all the effort. Making your rounds, Basilio? Yeah, captain of the Tradian Brigade reporting in. And I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Still not used to calling myself captain, besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know? But don't you worry, I've got 2 eyes on him when I ain't looking. Way I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime and to make ends meet. If Dell could see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out. And not just Dell, a lot of the guys who didn't make it. I only wish they could have seen it for themselves. Yeah, same. But as long as we keep them in our memory, it's as close to saving them as we get, Vink included. We built this place with a lot of blood and tears, so I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them what didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad because you're king now.
Thank you.
We've been through a lot, though, so thanks for not giving up on us, or the world for that matter. Spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quick, like. He is a captain! My boy! Alright, let me see it, Nameless. That's funny.
This place has really changed.
Okay, so Maria is up there.
This
Let's go
place
this way.
has really
I
changed.
love Basilio.
Oh,
He's the best character. Both of them, my boys. I love them so much. Best
This
characters in
place
the game.
has really changed.
Are we gonna hear that lady? And her freakish laugh?
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old kingdom.
No, she's gone.
Just
Neither
incredulous.
Louis nor Fortin took the crown. It was an Elda of all people. Guess our bets were completely off the mark. Yeah, well, something stinks about it. Magic was at work, so who knows? And did you hear the rumor? They're saying those disgusting humans are our ancestors. Nothing but crazy stories since the new king took the throne. King held it together this year, but who knows if he'll last another. Asshole. I guess I did kill the creepy laughing lady. Teef! Teef! I didn't notice the teeth. Was that there the whole time? Whoa, Elda, you really became king. Hey, king. Oh, king. Teefs, man. If that has been there the whole time, that's pretty funny. Why, your majesty, surely your kingliness has no further need of my paltry sums for your mag. Besides, I hear the Mage Academy has been restored. Is it true anyone of status can attend? Original magic. You're trying to end reliance on igniters? Only a matter of time till accumulators like this are obsolete then. I think that's great, personally. It's probably about time to shut this operation down anyway. Not that I expected the igniter consortium would let it go without a fight. Lycone would stand with you, of course, but they're not infallible either. Oh my god,
nice.
what if Brigida has a new outfit? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Seems rumors of the king running about in Sunshade Road were true. I have no intention of prying now. Thanks to you besting Luis, I get to keep running my shop. Wasn't sure I could without the sky turning red there. Not sure we could take another war. It's reassuring to hear that from the king itself. Still, nothing goes quite the way you expect it to, eh? As long as people worry, people will want weapons, so I guess I'll be in business for a good while longer. Candidate guy.
Well.
Well, your majesty, running around Sunshade Row at this time of the year, you must have some very peculiar tastes. Perhaps you've heard there's unrest across the land as the oppressed are rising up in revolt against their
Yes.
oppressors. Perhaps that news hasn't reached your walled garden here in Grand Trad. History books may not be kind to this era. You mean me, right? Goodness, you truly are dense. Don't you realize how your dangerous ideologies become the spark of new threats? The dim-witted of the world only fan the flames of their anxiety, be it people or monsters. To be dissatisfied is our nature. Interesting.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, this was one of the bosses on Luis's ship. Oh, that's funny.
Welcome.
My, if it isn't His Majesty, you always were partial to Sunset Road, weren't you? I can't fucking talk tonight. I'm so sorry. I know you've hardly had a chance to worm that throne of yours, but the people here are as poor as they've ever been. Money's the only way anyone gets out. It was big news that the Mage Academy reopened to anyone, but think about it, only the rich can travel up a mountain. Sorry, I shouldn't talk your ear off about politics. There's a new year to bring in. I mean, I am the king. I am, like, probably the best person to talk politics to. Looking forward to a more relaxing new year without all the frantic work. Happy New Year yourself, Your
Thank
Majesty.
you kindly.
Is there anything over here? Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so angry. I can't fucking believe that shit. Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Cool.
You're kidding.
Oh, it's been a while, no? You must remember me. I'm Sergeant Gleckham the Great. Seem well? Of course I am. It's the end of the year and all, so why shouldn't I be? And Grand Trad's got a fine selection of ales, too. It'd be a shame not to make the most of it. But you know, I've been trying to cut back, actually. When we lost Fidelio, God rest his soul, drink is the only thing that kept me from going mad. Certainly couldn't follow Luis after that, so leaving the Caradrius was sound, but it's still hard for a parapist to find decent work. Drinking my life away seemed the way to go. I assumed all of us from Luis's side who survived would have been sent straight to the gallows, but letting us join the brigade? Well, real generous of you. Not sure I'd fit in anywhere else, speaking plain. Plus, with old Basilio in charge, we're feeling right at home. Now I'm back to drinking for the fun of it, and I owe it all to you, Your Majesty. You're all right. Thanks, man. I can't believe there was a fucking gold beetle there the whole goddamn time. This is the...
Your patronage is
Let's
very
see
appreciated.
if she did anything. Thanks to your contributions, our work fighting against discrimination is slowly gaining attention. Nice. That the new king is Elda, with people from every tribe in key positions, is also probably a major factor. Still, we can't expect to end something so deeply rooted with the snap of our fingers. It's gonna keep doing my best to support those who've suffered. I mean, that's a really good position for him, yeah.
It's just too much.
Everything's back to normal except the one thing that mattered. Luis ensured my husband would never come home again. But I'm grateful for you. You stayed by my side and gave me courage during my darkest
That'd
hour.
be lovely.
Oh, don't say that. You've always cheered me up with your gossip and the funny stories you told. If you're not opposed, I'd like to live on with you. I think together we can deal with whatever comes our way. Yes, you're right. Together we'll make it through, and I'll need your support. And they were roommates.
Oh, a
Hey,
rejection
Your
to
Majesty, listen to
undertake.
this. We just had a guest in the store claiming to be the chief of Etria. Oh, fuck, Adeni's here. He said he wanted ingredients for the withering potion they use on the island, and, how should I put this? That Mustari village chief, he's rather, easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say? Oh wait, forget about that. I swear I had a point. I just wanted to tell you that all sorts of people come to visit now. And I enjoy doing business more than ever before. Wow. So Adeni's a catch then, huh? Imagine there's a gold beetle up
Indeed,
here.
'tis not so
Dude, I
bad.
never ever looked around this part of the map.
Oh,
That's funny. If Adeni sees that I'm not making out with her, I would never do that. Yufa is my least favorite teammate. Sorry, Yufa. I would rather make out with Stroll. And Stroll's dead half the time.
Stupendous.
Why did I hear a fucking gold beetle?
Stupendous.
Am I going crazy? I guess I'm going crazy.
Stupendous.
hey, mister.
Even though Luis died, my dad still isn't happy. It's because my mom died and she can't come back. But you know, Mr. King, I've been cooking instead of my mom, and I'm trying really hard. Happy to be with my dad, so next year I'm going to work harder than ever. My mom is watching me from the sky, isn't she? Just like your dad, Mr. King. When is the next Atlas game? I have no idea. I'm not going to have time for another 100+ hour RPG for quite some time, I think.
Hiya.
Young man.
What?
What? You're the bastard who... Well, oh, it's been a while, huh? Bastard. I apologize for my impertinence, Your Grace. I was once known as Sergeant Xanth, though I suppose that title carries little weight nowadays. After losing to you, my own men turned on me and threw me into the Oceanus Sea. Awful as that was, looking back, those events saved my life. I heard all those who went with Louis to the royal palace in the sky never returned.
left with no
A world where where power is everything. I suppose that would be hell after all. Never thought you would ever inspire me to realize anything, yet here we are. Now I'm spending my days doing charity work as a member of the brigade under Chief Magnus, but I'll never give up on making my way in the world on my own merits. Matter of fact, I was invited to participate in Colosseum's games in Brilehaven. While working with the brigade, I helped a nobleman who put in a recommendation for me. It's a brave new world, isn't it? Give me a year and I'll make sure people know the name Xanth as a fighter that electrifies the audience.
Young man.
Young man. It's her? Where? Did you see Katharina somewhere? Yep, there she is. Oh, you were talking about a completely different lady, and then I just found Katharina randomly. That's funny.
Become a proper kingdom now, is this?
Wait, Russell's here. Oh, Gallica, and your highness as well. Ah, that's no longer your title, is it? Excuse my impertinence, your majesty. Still, knowing that the New Year's celebrations were just around the corner, I couldn't resist returning to the capital to see how the kingdom was faring. How do you find it? I see smiles everywhere I go. The city feels alive again, and it seems as though its citizens are free to choose their own paths. I must say, I never imagined that I would return here without all the cloak and shadow. I have a great deal of the work of Lady Juna. I think I'd be able to see Grand Trad and His Highness sitting openly upon the throne. Oh, Says, are you seeing this as well? Yep. Got a long way to go, but I know Grace will be watching. I should tell you, a sizable number of the villagers in the Sanctum have gained an interest in the outside world, been acting as sort of their bridge. Seems this doddering old fool has found a new role to find the middle ground for both those who wish to preserve tradition and those who seek innovation. Couldn't think of a better man for the job, Russell. I'm sure he'd be a great help to the village. Fought so long to save this country, but seeing all these smiling faces now, I think perhaps I'm the one being saved. This is a country that protects its people, and the people shape the country in turn. Surely that's the world His late Majesty wanted to see. Not to simply chase the ideal of a utopia, but to shape it with our own hands. We have a long way to go, but I trust you'll continue to make this country stronger, Your Majesty.
Wonderful, isn't
Oh,
it?
she's just there. Hello.
Huh?
Lady Gruide? Ah, it's been quite some time, hasn't it, Eva? You've matured a great deal in the short years since I last saw you. Rumors of your rule have reached even the Sanctum, some are kinder than others. Taking the reins of a runaway country must have its share of difficulties, your face tells me as much. The frail child who could do little more than lie on the brink of death has come so far, but his tears come so easily with old age. I did nothing, you're the one who achieved everything. I'm surprised to see you in Grand Trad, Lady Gruide. It's a curious thing. I received a rather forceful invitation here, you see, from one of your friends, the girl named Juna. Goodness knows how many times she's already come to visit the Sanctum, seeking instruction on magic. Some of the villagers are rather smitten with her. Yeah, that's fair. She declared that if I would feel welcome coming to Grand Trad, if I wouldn't feel welcome coming to Grand Trad, she would have a highway built directly between the capital and the Sanctum. Oh, Juna, and she probably would. So there you have it. Now then, Eva, or rather King Eva, the 1,000-year seclusion of the Elder Tribe may soon come to an end under your guidance, and yet, the journey ahead of you will be hard. The dreams you hope to achieve will feel just out of reach. So do stop by and show your face around our forest sometime. Your mother cannot do so herself, but I can whip up some of her favorite dishes in spirit. That's nice.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Okay, was that Stroll? Okay, Stroll and his cape. He's looking rather dashing over there.
Say,
Very good indeed.
That guy's looking at my ass.
aha.
Kinda think I'm gonna skip out on talking to the rest of the NPCs at this point.
You there.
Very good.
Like,
very good
what does
indeed.
Water Lady have to say, really? Hello, Nameless's wife. Well, if it ain't the big man himself. Good timing, mate. I just got back into town myself. Long time no see.
Oh, right.
Ain't it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers Recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. crazy doesn't even begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic. I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think are so different. My head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull, if I can speak my mind. This country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. You turned it over?
Hold on.
Did you? Yeah, I knew you'd do right by the Parapus, so I bowed out early to give you a fighting chance. Just kidding. All my cohorts have found, all my cohort, not plural, have found jobs, and some of them have even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long. But don't you worry your kingly head. I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Do something proper kingish with it, yeah? I will do something proper kingish.
Say there.
Yeah, she's fun. Okay, stroll. This guy. Oh wait, who is that over there? Oh, Barden. This bitch. Alright, let's go talk to Stroll first.
All right then.
Okay, so Maria's like hanging out over here.
My oh my.
So we don't want to go
Stay
get
there.
too close.
Hey.
Skulking about in the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg is on the hunt. The classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which, I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. That man is still alive. I'll make an exception for him, yeah. I can say the same of you. You haven't changed much either, Stroll. That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. I really should take a page from Juna's book. She's a gift for delegating, like she was born to do so. Not that I can talk. I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself. You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles a little too clearly. General's duties feels overwhelming at times. But there are lives hanging in the balance, and I recognize the weight of every decision I make. And I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives. Remember our first meeting back in the recruitment center? A fallen noble with nothing to my name, and you a struggling elder traveler? Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have realized the truth of my fortune. My father's intentions, and I certainly couldn't have saved the Halo.
Thank you.
I'm dying, chap. I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you.
That's...
You need to give yourself some credit, Stroll.
No.
I would still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you. You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. But show me the way, and I'll blaze the trail, now and always. It's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me now and always. He is definitely the vanguard. He runs right into the enemy's weapons and falls on the ground. Yes.
May God keep you.
Well, if it is His Majesty, the captain of the Royal Guard is looking for you. As a former guard captain of the Caradrius, perhaps I should report your whereabouts? Why are you here? I suppose I should reintroduce myself. I'm Salva, in service of the kingdom as the captain of the state army. Parted ways with Luis shortly before his runner made for the Skyborn Royal Palace. When I saw the horror that Zorba had become, I knew the world he wanted was no world of mine. Thought I'd found my place within Luis's private forces after being disgusted by the shameless corruption of the royal army. But his true intentions were worse than I could have imagined. It was the general who pulled me back in. He said my experience leading a force of mixed tribes would be valuable. I'd only taken the job in hopes of atoning, so it's a strange twist to serve with pride in the state army I once so detested. Still, I wonder why he
May
bothered
God
with us.
keep you, child.
Because Basilio's the best guy. Alright, you piece of shit, Milo. Whatever. Oh, Your Majesty, it's already been a year since you've ascended to the throne, and 1 year since I lost my bid for it. I'm gonna punch you. Thinking back, I have no regrets. I'd not been able to defeat Luis in the end, as you did. That's for sure. It would have been impossible for me, and for any of the other candidates, if we're honest. I've come to believe in your power, Your Majesty. Though I'll not acquiesce on all fronts, you know. You didn't look further than your 6 partisans, your merry little band. I can appreciate your faith in your inner circle, but to award them all your key posts, why, one might suspect you of collusion. Fuck you. A country requires views from all walks of life, or put another way, why not appoint me your prime minister? With my guidance, Ukrainia would become a land of true beauty. Just when you think he's about to make a decent point, he plays his own angle. Don't let your guard down around this guy. Fuck you. I hate you.
Lovely.
Barden! What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards with you today? Don't worry, I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how provincial governments are doing. We convene for the year.
Really?
I assume you're pretty busy these days.
Well.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but the job's its own reward, knowing what good it does for the town. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, nothing but good news reached my ears. Better relations between towns has employment up, and overall welfare too. I can't speak. Holy shit. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. Now, I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. Are things all right now?
Of course.
Indeed they are. The townspeople play an active role in policy and administration, so I'm not bearing that weight alone. Of course, some lords are like I was once, and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, well, with all the proceedings and
Then again.
disputes. Still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble.
yeah.
And choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for
Lovely,
change.
lads.
Love that guy. Barney's great. Unlike a lot of RPGs, the male cast in this game is incredible.
Stupendous.
I feel like myself, I gravitate mostly towards the women characters as party members, and because a lot of them are cute. But this game, the guys just knock it out of the fucking park. And also Juna. Juna's awesome. I love Juna.
Right.
Well, if it isn't Your Majesty, it's been a year since you've ascended to the throne, and a quick one at that. Just like the strife with Luis was but a bad dream. Had you asked me then, I would have been wringing my hands about one so young leading the kingdom, but now I'm embarrassed to have thought it. Wow, okay. Goddard mellowed out. This is like the biggest asshole of the whole game. You had a keen eye to recognize the danger Luis posed, and you were braver still to have fought him. You had a kingly caliber I never truly possessed. Still, a single year's but a drop in the proverbial bucket. Stay vigilant, King. Him and Milo, fucking assholes. Absolute assholes. No, it's just Milo wants a position of power because he's a dickhead. Okay, Barden did not have a new outfit, so I'm assuming Brigida is also not in a new outfit.
Wonderful.
How
Hello.
about a fortune?
Oh my, has His Majesty come to have his fortune told? I jest, of course. I believe you become acquainted with the Chief of Etruria. I was able to speak with him for just a moment. He's a truly outstanding figure in both ability and insight. As fortune teller, I still have much to learn.
Wonderful.
Is a Denny in this back alley here? Yeah, get up there, Milo. The gallows are for him. Alright, hi, Yufa. Oh, there's a Denny. Oh, and this fucker. Alright, let's talk to this fucker
May
first.
God keep you.
All
child.
right.
Godot, are you surveying the city incognito, Your Majesty? Your escorts would be aghast, not that I think anyone is truly capable of harming you. As you are aware, faith in the Sanctus Church plummeted after our misdeeds were exposed. I admit we were arrogant and unjust, wicked in custom, but people have found salvation through the Church as well. I intend to restore the Sanctus Church to its true purpose, to offer salvation to those in need. As Sanctorarch, and as someone who was saved by the Sanctus faith myself, that is all I can do to
May
return the
God
favor.
keep you, child.
Alright, well, I guess he turned around.
Aha.
Batlin! Why, hello there, Your Majesty, as laid back as ever, I see. I myself have been crying like a baby, for I find my position as Chairman of Parliament quite an unfamiliar one. Still, I've considered these open to all parliamentary meetings. Compiling all those opinions is indeed hard work, but work well worth doing.
This fellow.
It won't be easy for those who are at the church's beck and call to change, but I think they've been starting to see what they turn a blind eye to. And at least a bit. No, that guy just ran right into me. A person who speaks the real truth to the public. Are you running right into me too? Oh my god. Oh dude, he glitched me out. He straight up pushed me and glitched the game. Wow, everyone just is desperate to run into the king. That's what my father and I wished for, a true and proper town crier. Wow, this country's turned over a new leaf, but there are still many problems to work out. Seems the rural regions are still suffering from human
I'm counting
havoc.
on you.
All I'm saying is we're a long way from utopia, but still, the first step is as important as the last, and we're taking big ones. I guess I'm just on the exact pathing, yeah. But leave it to me to find a way to break the game, huh? Hello,
Hey.
Danny. It's great to see you're doing as well as ever. I've just left a meeting with the provincial lords. I also preach them starry teachings in various areas when the opportunity arises. I guess maybe he is easy on the eyes. He has many of them. Many still push back against such teachings, but that's perfectly fine. A country is well served by different perspectives. Many of the villagers have come around to this too, you know? I think that's because you all face such danger on our behalf. Still, it won't be easy to change the entirety of Ukrainia. Its history is embedded deep in its roots. Country is larger. Excuse me, and some people will need all the power you have. A true test of your values has only just begun. I need to drink water. I haven't really been talking that long, but it feels like I have. Ah, fuck. Please. Please don't buy my bathwater.
Greetings.
She is no longer wearing the green tights. She has green shoes now. Working hard as ever, Eva. Were you going to about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. Our court has the time for that? Our court is taking on common grievances?
Yes, of course.
In the past, we were busy with cases of violence and theft, but those have decreased remarkably.
In truth.
As you are undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a
Alas.
trial. I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hid the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I
The
think.
reason is,
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime, and so I practice what I
now that
preach.
you mention it,
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. How is Ovi?
very well.
Yeah, we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God.
I do believe.
I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes, with all their values, can join hands in harmony. That's what we need.
Because
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? She's questioning that still? I hope you allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. There she is, my queen, in the same outfit. Oh, God. I wish she was wearing a new outfit, but she's still perfect. It's okay. Let's talk to this dude. Traveling with Lady Juno sure was fun. Blah. Your Majesty, what business do you have with a former helmsman like me? You were a helmsman? You mean you don't remember me? It's me, Cabio, the former helmsman of the Caradrius. Huh, you didn't hear from Chief Magnus? Lady June was off inspecting the Mage Academy, and I was the flight's helmsman. It knocked me on my arse when Lady Juno left Louise's company, you know. I left right after she did. Anyway, I still undecided about you being king and all of that. Wow. But I do appreciate you taking me in, so I'm going to work to
You've
repay
got
that
some
favor. What
control,
a dick. And on that note, about time I get back to work. Oh, don't tell the chief I was shooting the breeze here, eh, Your Majesty? Hello, Loveless.
Hey,
What's the word, Your Majesty? Just one question, if I may. When are you gonna lower the booze prices in this country? I'm only codding ya. Haven't felt much like drinking till I black out so often anymore. After I entered the tournament, I really went through some stuff. I was acting a fool on the world stage, and to you too. I'm grateful, you know. I can't speak for the rest of the country, but you've done right by us Parapus. We've got it better than we ever did. Some chuckleheads out there still try to take their aggression out on us, but they're just venting, probably. I'm sure you'll do something soon enough. He turned out alright. Alright, I think obviously we're gonna talk to Brigida last. I think there's really not a question about that. Look at her hat. Oh my god. Her hat is gigantic. Alright, we got...
Alright then.
Oh, that's it then. It's just Nuris, Juna, and Brigida left. Her hat is bigger than her, yeah. Oh, I can go in the Gauntlet Runner. Oh, shit. Is anyone
Alright.
in here when I'm in here? It's Idols Day!
All right. Right.
Oh. Come on.
All
Come on.
Let's go.
I thought for sure I would get +1 there. I was robbed. Oh, this bitch.
Yes, hello.
To think that you, of all people, would end up becoming the king. I never expected it, but I will tell you one thing. Wax poetic about your ideals all you want, but when it comes to protecting the country, only power will suffice. The people don't all approve of a dreamer king. Yeah, who are you?
Dare you?
What? You don't even remember my face? Bloody hell, this is why you... never mind, I'll spare you for today. I'll watch silently for a year. But I still don't accept you as my king. You're all ideals and no power, same as the king before you. Fuck you. Eat a dick, bro. Yeah, he can hang out with Milo on the gallows.
Yeah?
Yay! Lena! Hiya, boss! Oh, dang, I suppose I shouldn't be speaking to you so casually, huh? Then again, we were rivals, weren't we? And Caden Workshop's the official workshop of the Palace Engineers now. Not that it's here nor there, besides, I'm glad you got the crown. Still, lots of humans out there you'll have to deal with, and you'll need a gauntlet runner to go get them. Caden Workshop thanks you for your patronage. I like Lena, she's great.
Amazing.
She's like, the crown? I don't give a shit about that. I just like gauntlet runners. Okay, great. Alright, Nuris. Oh, what brings His Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau. Wow. And I can research as I please now, but something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner in the way that I do. Take your job seriously, please. Nah, I gotta agree with that. I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing. I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I'd rather miss the old days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Now that I'm, not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you've given to a man who used to skulk about modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit stuck at the beginning on the development.
Indeed.
And it's times like these I need the stimulation of the mind. Do you have anything that might do the trick?
That's...
Are you gonna send me on another Relicon? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better left untouched, they become the guiding principles of my research. You know?
That's...
Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all. Still, it's no small feat to design with perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I'm a bally genius. Yeah, I knew it. What I need is stimulation. Your Majesty, you know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl is sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. Love that guy.
All right now.
Oh, this dude too. Oh, is that your Majesty? What fortune to bump into you at the end of a year like this. If there's anything in my humble personage may be able to do for you, your radiance, I am at your service. Say but one glorious word, and I shall most happily... Okay, laying it on a little thick, aren't we? It's that forked tongue that got you into trouble last time. You hear me? One wrong move and I'm turning you over to Basilia. You gotta turn your life around. Of course. Yeah, fuck you.
The prince has become magnificent indeed.
Guy who only attacked us and did nothing else the whole game.
Dear me. Wait a sec.
Plateau? Isn't that the cat from the academia? If that place was made of magic, how is he here in real life? To say nothing of how he could survive in a deserted ruin buried in the snow, that shouldn't be possible, right?
That's a good kitty.
And he's never stopped looking cute. It doesn't bother you at all? God, you sure are something else. Memory serves, the last king did build himself a study in the Mage Academy. You think academia was styled after that, maybe? I wonder what His Majesty, what Moore felt when he put this little guy in academia. The cat tends to himself quietly, utterly impartial to us. I love you, Plateau.
My king.
Oh my god. It's massive. That's so big. There you are, Eva. I heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. Bring any souvenirs?
Gosh.
Let's just focus on the report. Don't worry, I'll give you the gist. Firstly, the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academia's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy, of all places. That answers that question. During the reconstruction, they stumbled in on the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he?
So...
Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. May even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Myrtis. I remember Myrtis.
Now we're talking.
She's been keeping well, I hope.
Yeah.
More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming to face with magic again.
Hey!
Surely you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yes? I do, in fact. Central plot point of the story. When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others, and when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. So just you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm gonna change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents in the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted, and if it makes the world a better place, why, isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rella taught me that magic is more than just a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. Aw. Cute. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna do the super boss. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm excited. The Moore section was really good. My wife, my queen. The king himself, out browsing the shops. Perhaps we need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Anything you'd recommend? One igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out of it at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children. I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can't help but think if I had been in this position sooner than the church's violence, the tragedy at village could have been prevented.
Brigitte.
What matters is how we move forward, though, right?
Yes.
Indeed. I can dwell on the past all I wish, but it won't change it. The future, on the other hand. I took up this post after I was nominated by my colleagues. In other words, I suppose that means people have expectations of me, and that I, too, am a spoke in the wheel of change. Our new king has changed this country for the better, however. As a former arms dealer, I would be naive to think all weapons can ever disappear from this world. It's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all I possibly can with all I am, just as you do.
Speaking of...
Ah yes, do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject a gentle dog to the atrocities I'd commit in her name. The dog's not dead, chat. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. I'll do what I can as your ally. Did we ever see her name? I don't know if we ever got the dog's name.
All right.
Mrs. Fluffykins. It's gotta be something like that. She won't marry you, bruv? Yes, she will. Yufa will never marry you. The only way into her life is done. No! It's over. My queen.
Amazing.
So, I mean, Maria probably
All right,
is
then.
not any different.
Wonderful.
Alright, let's talk this guy. We learned how brittle peace is, as well as the preciousness of a life lost. The peace we've regained could be lost again. We must remain vigilant. Alright.
Ah,
That's it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we talked to
Alright,
everybody.
So,
I think we've heard all we can from people. Should we head to where Maria is? Let's
that
do it.
reminds me.
Being here sure brings back memories. You remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? She was crying back then, though.
But
Things are different now, though. You can say that again. This country's turned around since then, no doubt about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me, what's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going? We're going to rebuild Shibuya. And then it turns out Joker is my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson. Yep, she's the exact same. It's been a year.
Hello there.
Come on. Devs, you could age her up a little bit. Just like a year. Give her a new dress, maybe longer hair, something.
Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa,
Yeah, I like that, Absent.
even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Yeah, she could be a little taller. Also, Mom remarried to me.
am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It sounded like Gallica was about to cry. It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another.
So true, must
Miss
protect.
Fabion's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too.
Aww.
If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
Place where I ought to be, a side of myself I ought to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Let's do this together.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Aww.
Oh,
Protect the
thank
smile.
you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
The gang's all here.
Everyone.
Long time no see. How have you been?
Dude, her hat is so big.
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those
Oh
people
no,
there.
we're causing a scene.
Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Yeah, let's just go on another journey. Like Metaphor 2.
Lady Tuna, did you really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious.
Yep.
But just because you're king now
Who has the
doesn't
best
make you suddenly all
post-time skip
seeing.
fit? Hulkenberg.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
Basilio? I think it's definitely Hulkenberg. He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
In it.
Might have been a bit too obvious.
I think Stroll's giant cape is funny.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
But yeah, I think Hulkenberg definitely looks the best. Basilio and Yufa kind of just got palette swapped for the most part. I think Stroll looks kind of silly. I think Juna also looks silly, but in a fun way.
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Oh, she's gonna cut your throat, bro.
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
Thanks, Boorish man.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
I also like Heismay's little hat.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a
Oh, you got
chapel
ads?
misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
I will take this opportunity to use the restroom if there are ads. I will be right back. I return. Ads are gone. Sick. Everybody good? We buckled. Everybody got their snackies. I'm so glad TikTok is not banned, so I can watch TikTok on the toilet. It's great. It's the best. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh?
We did.
Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
We reflected the dragons.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideals no matter what may come, even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, a king's beliefs can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Looks like we're drawing a crowd.
Maria, too.
Time to get back to work.
Close my pipes. Busting that dragon freaked me the fuck out.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
Like, that dragon reactivated my PTSD.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
The new year dawned. Are we gonna have a party on the Gauntlet Runner? We're gonna go camping? Damn, I'm good at this game.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
Oh.
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another.
We'll need somebody to get
You're
me
a king
there.
now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
Excuse me.
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized, so I'll press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all.
Can't be helped.
And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog.
The Dragon Slayer King does sound pretty cool.
Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Of course everybody shows up.
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
She's so done with her shit. I love it. Okay, giving her the legendary lance is just a golden reskin of her regular lance. That's neat.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh,
She's so done.
So you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
The 3 amigos back together.
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Well, half the government is flying off. Well, they said they had plans in place to keep that from happening when we were in the cathedral with Maria. So I would assume we are enacting the plan.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have. My friends are my power.
Still,
Kingdom Hearts.
This early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right?
Yeah, chat.
We'll just have to lead by example.
Let's go!
Right then, let's go.
And we look onward to the future.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy.
That's cool.
You rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills.
What thrills.
You have
He's
my
right.
sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Oh. Unbothered.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow!
Yay!
Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Oh, that's cool. Everything's not a desert anymore.
Let's go.
That's so cute. Good game. Good game. I really appreciate that the end of the game was not all of the problems are solved, we are the perfect ruler. We have lived on in history as the greatest king that saved the world. I like that. I like that we are still a work in progress to being a good king. And it leaves it open-ended in case there maybe could possibly, mayhaps, perchance, be additional content for later in the future. Perhaps, may chance. Also, Hulkenberg kind of always had that, especially in the anime cutscenes. Was the final boss human? I mean, that still never came up, so I'm thinking... I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll find something out in New Game Plus, or when I fight the super boss. Okay. So, the Luis fight. It was okay. I'm gonna be honest. It was okay. I feel like a lot of maybe RPG end games have kind of been ruined for me. Like final bosses maybe have been ruined for me. I didn't get spoiled on anything. I did see a fan art on Twitter once of like half Luis face and then half of like a creepy human face. Way back long ago. But it was just fan art. It wasn't a spoiler that I thought it was. I thought it was a spoiler and I got really mad. Yeah, the spectacle was there, sure. But the first Luis fight, in his like Archangel form, having the regular boss music, I didn't like that. I really disliked that. And then after Matt posted the final boss music in the Discord, I went back and I listened to it again. And then I listened to Luis's regular boss battle theme. And I think the first Luis boss battle theme is actually better than the final boss Luis theme. Because there's less choir in the final boss theme. There's a choir in the academia part of that theme. But then it just becomes the academia theme. And it's not even like a leitmotif. It's just the academia theme. And I've been listening to that the entire fucking game, so it didn't hit as nearly as hard as something like all of the Bravely Default final battle themes that do that 60 times better. My opinion, it kinda made the fight not as good as it could have been. Also, Basilio is broken. Holy shit, what a chat. Now fight Luis without destroying the things. I mean, we can. I don't... is... Sure. We can do that. I was thinking about, like, after you went to bed, Nameless, I thought about it. I was like, do we need to do that? Is it necessary? Do you just want to know what it does? Yeah, I kinda do. It may take a while to do. I mean, does it give him any more mechanics in the fight? Or just give him a shitload more health? Because now that I know I can just click Wanton Destruction, it should be fine. The last form where it just repeatedly said the link is severed? Oh! Those were the super attacks that I canceled. Oh! So it kind of does mechanically change the fight. That's interesting. Wonton destruction is me at the Chinese buffet, yeah. Overall, really fucking good game. I cannot believe how much I hated all the NPCs. They did such a good job at making everyone miserable to be around and to talk to. The best NPC here is worse than Shido in the amount of racism is in this fucking game. Changes super attacks into like a regular hit. Are they different super attacks, or is it the same super attack? Yeah, the character writing in this game is top notch. The Heizme cave scene where we're banging the pots and pans is a standout highlight for me. I still think that Rella is the worst part of the game, no question. He uses the super attacks from each boss? Like each human that we fought? That's neat. Yeah, Rella without question is the worst part of the game. Each guardian you kill removes their moves from his moveset. That's really cool. That is very cool. Yeah, see, this is the academia theme again, and I don't dislike the academia theme, but like, why is the academia theme half of the final boss theme? That's my main complaint. I would say Basilio is probably my favorite character, definitively. I love Heizme. Heizme is number 2. Juna's number 3. Basilio is my favorite character. I physically was in pain every time we talked about Dell. He could have been changing his type resistances. Oh, God. Fuck. And, like, it's... This... Is it this one? Like, the final area was this song. Oh no, this is a credits version. Interesting. But, like, the title song being, like, the final dungeon of the game, I didn't really like that either. It was not that way in, like, Persona 5. Didn't like it. You loved it? It doesn't fit there, in my opinion. Like, nothing about that theme. I'm a hater. I just didn't like it. It just didn't... It didn't scream, this is the final area. Shit's about to get real. The title screen song? No. Overall, I think the music in this game is incredible. It's so good. I just think they misused the music at the end. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was really cool. But yeah, I think Luis's original theme is better than the final boss theme. And the parts of it that are the Luis part, like the first half, is a worse half because the choir's not there. Oh. Oh, okay. See there? Okay, there's the Seeker.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know.
It's not over.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction.
So, yeah, we were right.
However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you with all my heart. I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Aww. There's more!
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
My boys.
The strength to believe in the unknown. That can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
The never-ending journey continues onward. Fantasy is not dead! Coronation of the King, witness the ending. Ah, it's over. Transfer currently owned items, money, mag, virtues, scanned enemies, memorandum, archetypes, and total playtime. Yup. One of the endings if I sided with Luis. Yeah, Caradrius was his real last name. Yeah, we learned that. I want to do the super boss. How much of the game am I gonna have to get through to go to the super boss, though? $113 hours, yep.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
I think Persona 5 took me like 150?
Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
I'm still Eve.
Ah,
Eva 2.
Most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me
84?
you might reside in a world beyond ours.
Yeah, I probably need to get to the room.
It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world,
We are going into this with a
I would first
different
ask
perspective.
that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination?
This is interesting.
Would you call it a powerless creation?
What if I say this?
A passing daydream. An idle creation of a distracted mind. That must be how you see it. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is
He doesn't find the
born from
answer
hope,
for 100
a desire
hours.
to make the world better than it is,
The animations from this game and summons.
then that hope can be made manifest. Thus,
You can post
does
in the
change
Discord,
come,
sure.
And thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Regicide. Oh. Wait. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. No, Regicide's bad. We just do hard. Regicide is the same as Merciless, which means it is significantly easier than hard is. Yeah. I want to fight the super boss on the difficulty we're already playing on, so here we go. I guess the question is, do I skip through all of it? Oh god,
Looks
I'm
like
not
we're in the
used to
clear.
blue hair. I forgot about blue hair.
The capital's just through this desert.
It's been a long time.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards
Hey,
more
no, I'm
concerned
the
with the
king.
funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh?
I would
I've certainly been
say-
hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words.
This
That
game
much
is
certain.
definitely.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Absolutely the best Atlas game that I've ever played.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia.
Out of the two that I've played at this point.
Us folk, we're commoners.
Yes, best
No
one.
crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
What if I
An
press
igniter?
the start button? Oh, I can just pause it. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. We'll move on. Oh no, we're dead.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission, Gallico? I wonder...
Think we'll make it? Let's go. Stop!
No.
Watch out!
Just gaslights me and that's the whole game.
Okay.
You think? That's crazy. Considering these are like the easiest monsters in the game.
I'm right here.
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
Like it's not her mission and like you're not real? Kinda, yeah. There were some neat twists. Where's the epic music? We didn't have it yet. We get it here.
Just checking, but you... Look! Over there!
That's a road.
Got a sec?
Ah, this game is fun.
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
Potions?
I don't like this.
Wait, if the super boss is New Game Plus, and I'm level 1. Oh no.
Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic.
That could be bad.
The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart.
And no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
I'm still gonna have all of my virtues and my archetypes.
By this
instead.
story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Racism.
Capital's
There's so many different tribes.
Hey!
Maybe I should have watched that cutscene. It's like a brand new game.
So? Whatever will I do?
Yeah, we don't have our actual menu yet. My queen!
An
I love
elder?
it.
Here?
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone is...
Now I want one from...
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal
That's
scepter,
interesting.
and would make the
Here
perfect
you can't
souvenir.
really see the heart inside of the scepter. That's pretty cool.
You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't...
I'll...
New Game Plus romanceable?
Let's head there.
Give it a fold, I say. Who else can it be?
I wonder if you could do like a minimum levels run.
All right. What are you playing at?
I mean, definitely on New
I'm
Game
out of
Plus.
ideas.
Dear me!
Skip, skip, skip,
So,
skip, skip,
what
skip.
brings you
this
to
fucker.
enlist?
I want to fight for...
Lofty work. So, what can you bring to our beloved cause?
Any skills?
Any skills to speak of?
I have a sharp mind.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes. Right.
Alright. Eva. Yes. Yeah, we missed Klinger. And then Sheepman. No, I'm not gonna do Eva too. I'm not that funny.
Whoa.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What am I supposed to do here? Oh, join the queue. Okay. I'm doing a full replay. You're so right. You think we can finish before Monster Hunter?
Sorry for making a scene.
Thank you, Stroll.
Hey. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital. These are the same kind of people who burned down... Oh, speaking of...
Anything before rematching the Crossma. You think we'll ever do that again? I just want to click the book, man. If I disappear for a month again, record the events thus far. Yes. You think I'm gonna disappear for a month?
Until arrival at the northern border fort.
And lose for a third time. Fuck you.
Let's...
Then I quit
Hey,
streaming forever.
Don't forget. Okay then.
Out of just sheer
The
embarrassment.
carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
Oh, it's Idols Day. Gonna take a shit. It would be pretty funny. It'd be good ass content.
The
man.
northern even
It's just he's my white whale.
Say, friend,
something to say?
Oh, never got round to an introduction.
Hi, Stroll. Bye, Stroll.
Wait, is that a...
You
Yeah,
did not. I'm not a bug, and I'm not an it. My
Yeah, I
name
just caught
is
her.
Gallica, for your information.
So you try... I'm with you.
Funny. Hi, Stroll.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh yeah, this song as the first, like, dungeon? Awesome. Nope, still no. Okay. Yeah, because we don't have archetypes yet.
This is...
Oh. Damn it.
Grius.
This is bad.
What?
It's a human. Gotta kill it.
Things will be fine.
We have the edge.
Let's take them all out.
Get in there! Finish him off!
I won't hold back.
They die hard.
Oh. Uh-oh. I don't have... Oh my... You're joking, Stroll. The first hit you get crit?
Let's go.
The first hit.
Still up?
The power of fire!
This is why he was benched.
Let's keep this up.
Looks like we're safe for now. All right!
That's crazy. You cannot blame him. I'm blaming him.
Hey!
No, New Game Plus apparently does not keep your level.
Hey! You found something!
I did find something. Thanks, Gallica.
Look!
Dog.
Oh.
His endgame is almost as good as Basilio's, and yet almost is never as good. How long will we be grinding? I don't know the answer to that question.
Hold on. You...
I would just like to see the super boss. But if I have to play through the whole game again,
Let's hurry!
essentially, it's gonna fucking be a while.
Hey.
Leave it to me.
What do you think? Yep.
Let's do it. I hope it's Joker. I want it to be Joker so bad. Alright, move. Nostral's gonna die.
Vile monster. The power of fire!
Watch out! You're barely holding it together!
What's going on?
Damn it all!
You're barely holding together! You gotta heal up, quick!
Burn to ash!
He's just taunting us now. How is it so strong? My best friend! I have to save my best friend!
You're barely holding together! You gotta heal up, quick!
Stroll, no!
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll!
Stroll, no! He opens the fight by auto-killing someone? That's kind of funny. Oh, look at that! We have Cyclo.
Scour!
Alright, that's it!
Are you okay? If we don't push
When are
back,
we playing
looks like
Scramble? I do
Red
own
wings and
Scramble.
blade feet. We can target those!
Wind!
I did it. The archetype is leveled. It is. Goodbye. Did it.
Okay, not bad at all.
Yeah, it was level 17. It's fine. Yeah, so the dodge playstyle is just
Power
the best way
is
to go.
born of the heart.
It's a great story.
The lad's out cold.
I didn't finish the last Warriors game that I played, and that was 3 Hopes.
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army.
Okay, I really...
It wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius.
So knowing what I know now about Luis's party back there, none of them are scary. None of them. It's the guy with the hot wife. My wife.
We have to.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral, but I'm counting on you.
Shadowy Basilio.
like the
Shadowy
mission is
Juna.
No. Well, the moon's still low.
3 of them are cutie patooties, yeah. Alright, we're gonna go grab this gold beetle, wherever it is. It's over here.
Huh? Indeed. Got it?
Okay. Dell does hate your guts, yeah, but he's Dell.
Still, I never expected it would.
So, I shall gladly provide you.
Okay. Provide me assistance. Alright, let me in, coach. Put me in. Give me the book.
Story you'll weave.
I'm gonna have to play through this entire fucking game again.
We'll meet again, I'm sure.
The whole thing.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
I don't think we get to the academia until we hit the cave with Stroll.
This place.
Which is right now.
Don't let your gut good.
The Nord mine. It's
I mean, I'm not opposed. I really like this game a lot. This is one of the best JRPGs I've ever played.
No.
Look at that!
It would just be a lot.
Pushing forward.
And I think I have other plans, perhaps.
Got.
Give it a shot. We got this.
Let's push through. All right, yeah, come on.
How's that? We should be fine.
Hold on. Got it?
I'm not gonna get Megiddoed by goblins again.
That being the case.
Come on.
Although that was very funny.
Don't waste the opportunity.
All right, how's that? Push through. All right, how's that? This won't stop us.
It's okay. Dude, look! I can't. He just can't help himself.
Wind.
Time to rest.
Reinforcements.
He cannot help it.
Someone heal him.
It's his job to die.
We did it.
Oh yeah, I have all my items. Damn, we got a lot of stuff. Do I have all my weapons still? Yes, I do. I guess I can't equip anything, huh?
You'll be okay.
I guess there's no point in doing that. Shrooms. We're just gonna be one-shotting everything with Cyclo, so whatever.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Hey.
I might as well grab the items, I guess. Do I still have all my money? Oh, I do, and I have all my bag too. Sweet. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me.
Hold on.
It's okay. Stroll can still be level 1. It's fine. Yeah, we're being followed. Yep.
It's a
Remember. We must do this. Let's go fight them.
Scour!
Oh, I didn't press that.
What is that?
Nervous.
That's not an...
Take this!
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember Grius always crit everything. Oh, they're gonna teach me how to guard, huh? Yeah.
What's that?
Seeker!
About
I think
that.
something's
Wind.
coming. Watch out!
Still up?
Okay, we're good.
Finish the job.
What?
Joke.
You gotta aim better than that.
Ready?
Not like this.
Hold still. Hold still. Here they come.
Hey.
Take this.
Hey! Wake up! We're still in
Got
a fight
no
here.
mercy for...
What? We're gonna lose this too.
Hey! Hey! Wake up! We're still in a
Get
fight here.
ready. Hold still.
I can't believe you're.
Hey!
Take this.
Hey! Wake up! We're still in a
Got
fight
no
here.
mercy for...
Stroll's gonna die.
Can anyone heal him? Hey! Hey!
It's
Wake
our
up!
turn now.
We're still in a fight here.
Hold still.
Roll!
Yeah.
Here they
Roll!
come.
Get him back on his
Take
feet.
this. Get ready.
New game plus, everybody.
Coming at us.
Come on, not like this.
I remember him critting everything,
Hold still. Here they come.
and then also using like volume
What a
attacks.
Someone
Let's
help,
do this.
please.
God. No way.
Coming at us.
Surely not.
Not like this.
Thank fuck. Alright, bailed out by Grius. Medicine that we sorely need.
So?
Oh, it's in the... Okay. It's in the middle of the place. Is where we get the academia. Okay.
Let's go.
That is really funny that you did that, anyways. I guess we did have one of every race on the team, with Grius being a rogue. It should have been
I can't believe this.
y'all suck and I hate you.
I don't see anything we can't handle.
Stuff like that. I can't believe this.
2 weeks till Wilds is out, yep. I got a plan, maybe. Yeah, what do they got against Ishkas? But we did have 2 Ishka allies.
I can't believe this. This is bad.
What am I gonna do until it's out? We'll talk about that. I just want to get to... Because I think we're about to talk to... do the stroll thing, right? Yeah.
What is this?
What is this? What is it? Where is she?
You fools
Seeker.
have no idea who your savior
Scour! Still here?
is. Take this. Cuss you. Die.
I think we're good.
I shall vanquish evil.
Damn, we got the forehead!
Wind! A tough one.
What was that?
If we'll ever recapture the magic of the 3-hour Hyper Devil Show hunt, that was fucking crazy, dude.
You die!
Level archetypes.
Oh, please!
Yeah.
Warrior! I'll cut you down!
Luis!
Goodbye. Oh, a captain's
Not bad.
uniform.
If I say so myself. Nice. I feel stronger already.
Damn, he getting 4 stats? What the fuck?
So you've no objections?
You're all.
Yay. Yeah, I kind of hope they don't put anything like Hyper Joe in the game again, but we'll see.
Did you feel that just now?
Here we go.
Do you recall our discussion earlier?
Well, we didn't.
Who's not
always...
getting wilds? Losers!
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here. Hey!
Oh, sorry, I was sorry, Cypher.
This right here. Oh.
No, I don't.
This here.
I don't want to. Okay, I guess we can spend
right
the
here.
fucking mag.
All right.
On Grius.
Sure.
Of course.
He's earned my trust. Raging Bracky? I fucking hate Raging Bracky. I hate World Raging Bracky. Fuck that guy. I hate that hunt.
I still have much to learn.
Fascinating.
They gave him the insane equipment. Okay. Oh, I can't.
Ah, how good of you to come.
We don't have access to Prince, huh? And we don't have... It's because I never unlocked that, did I? I thought we had...
What now?
I thought we kept the ranks. The book is gone. The book is off the chains. It's on the table? Oh, fuck, it is. Okay. Good catch.
What's this?
What's this ominous red book?
That is...
That tome is known as the Book of Apocalypse. It is ancient beyond words, and its text comprises pages upon pages of terrifyingly powerful spells. Even the act of reading it would be singularly dangerous. A danger beyond anything I know lurks within. If you truly want to read it, I suggest you prepare for the worst. I mean, now I kind of want to read it even more. But it seems pretty dangerous. We don't know what'll happen. What do you think? Yeah, we're gonna fucking read it. There's a presence flooding my mind. Just the thought of opening the book, it's in my head. I hope it's Joker. Please be Joker. That would be so fucking funny. Oh, it's a dragon.
What's happening?
The red scale apocalypse dragon is level 99.
I'll get some Seeker. Wind.
I got this, guys. Yeah! Let's go! Critical strike!
Joel, you gotta aim better than that. No, not now! Get up!
What have I done?
Someone, help revive him!
Go, Stroll Slicer!
What's happened?
Classic Stroll.
Everyone, forgive me.
Okay. Well, damn. The super boss is just another dragon. There was an ad?
In the end, a dream is fleeting.
That's so funny. Damn, that is kind of boring. Fuck. It's just a dragon.
No, I don't think it's worth it either. Grinding up to 99 again. The moment he hits Stroll, the stream into ads.
That's so fucking funny. I love that so much. I wonder if I have all the books up here. No, I don't. Yeah, I kind of thought it would be something cooler than just another fucking dragon.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the game is incredible. The game is so good. There are definitely parts of it, I guess, like this
that do feel a little bit half-assed. Like towards the end, like
I really just have issue with like the tone of the final music-ish.
The last area just being the title theme, Luis's boss theme, just having this academia theme in it, this specific part in it right here, felt really anticlimactic. And then the dragon being the super boss is also a little anticlimactic as well. I can't think of a reward other than, I guess, an achievement probably would be worth going back and beating this, but I also just don't care about achievements.